This week's video will be a bit different from what I usually post. I recently took a trip to Iowa to watch the men's and women's Freestyle Wrestling World Cup. I decided it would be fun to make a video on it, so here we are. Sometimes I debate making videos on things I'm interested in at the time versus just my pets, although they would still be the main focus of my channel. These video topics would range from playing video games to different crafts I know how to make. If you're interested in that kind of content, let me know in the comments, and I'll see about maybe making some of those. Otherwise, I'll continue to make videos with my pets. At this time, we had boarded the plane and were preparing to take off. The flight would be from Raleigh, North Carolina to Charlotte, North Carolina. Takeoff and landing is my favorite part of flying because it almost feels like a roller coaster. Takeoff is also kind of relaxing because it just pushes you back into the seat and you just watch as the ground flies away. And now we're finally off the ground, starting our journey to Iowa. Seeing the city from the sky is also very pretty, especially at night because of all the lights. It makes things look very small and really affects your perspective. After an hour and 15 minutes, we landed in Charlotte. The airport was really busy, but I got to see this giant reindeer. Our flight from Charlotte to Iowa was delayed by 2 hours, and when we finally took off, it was rainy, cloudy, and very dark. The video during this part is a bit hard to see because of those conditions, but I thought it was still cool to see anyways. We finally landed in Iowa at about midnight. The airport looked deserted and even TSA was gone. There was a small museum here though, and it was very interesting to look at. The next day we made our way to where the wrestling matches would be held. The place was huge and there were a lot of people, although when we first got there weren't that many people. We also got to see some of the wrestlers doing their warm-ups. The next few clips are of a few of the wrestlers and some of the matches we got to see while we were here. For anybody that doesn't know wrestling, Jordan Burroughs is a very famous American wrestler. At this point in the match, Jordan Burroughs had 8 points and the other guy had 0. This is what makes Jordan Burroughs one of the best wrestlers. Another famous American wrestler is Kyle Snyder's, who is also in one of the upcoming clips.
Back in 2012, the Junior World Championships in Pattaya. And we get a victory by default for Kyle.
This match, Kyle Snyder won by default because the other guy decided not to wrestle the match.
Team USA, Emily Shilson.
And at this point, they started the female American wrestling team. Around noon, we decided to go to the mall to get lunch and souvenirs. The mall was huge and also had a children's museum and an ice skating rink inside of it. We also saw this Western painted turtle whose name is Peter, and some other cool things inside the museum. Exhausted from the long day, we came back to the hotel and slept. So that's a bit of our adventure in Iowa. It was a lot of fun, and overall, I really enjoyed the trip. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for next week.